guys, it's Carol and Casey, the dogs. Today we're going to tell you about Playa Lakes. Playa Lakes, according to the EPA.gov site, is either a sinkhole or a depression that is carved by the wind. And you know, I've told you the wind blows all the time here, sometimes pretty ferociously. Inside Amarillo city limits, we have 6 Playa Lakes. And they're what flooded over when we had all that rain. They filled up. Let me start over. A Playa Lake is just a depression in the ground. It's not a lake. I don't know why they even call it a lake.
Yeah, it's not deep. It just goes, I don't know.
Just a
not
depression.
super shallow. But yeah, it's just a big depression in the ground.
Playa is a Spanish word meaning beach, but they don't have beaches. I don't know why they call them that, except that's what early explorers from Spain, when they came to the southwest part of the country, in an article I just read, it said that it caused confusion because they only have water in them in the springtime when we normally get a lot of rain. The rest of the year, it's like
Dry. It's
dry, nothing
at all.
Spanish explorers named them Playa Lakes. The ones that explored in the time of the year when we hadn't had a lot of rain described this area as a desert. And then other explorers came and described it as a land of a million lakes.
and right now we have, 6 Playa Lakes in the city?
There's 6 Playa Lakes that are always inside the city limits, but then there are
tons all around us.
Of just ponds that have sprung up from that rain all over the place.
And for the past few years, they've been empty completely, haven't they? Except for a
for
couple.
years and years.
Just, you would never guess that there was ever water there.
Yeah.
And like every 5 years, they fill up because we get some good rain.
Yeah, and then they're gone. Well, on the news today, they said 650 million gallons of water have been pumped out of the 6 Playa Lakes inside the city limits. And they are still at 90 to 100% capacity. Before they were over 100% capacity, they had flooded the area. And that's why businesses were flooded and stuff. They were over 100% capacity, so it just went through town. But after they took out 650 million gallons of water, that's a lot of water.
Y'all are gonna have to excuse my look. I took the kids to the pool today. My hair's a little frizzy.
They went swimming. The high was, in case you said,
105.
So they went swimming. I told you, don't say what's in the box.
Okay.
My box is here, and I had not opened it even though I wanted to, because they wanted to open it. So I saved it for today, and they got here today. And when they got here, I was shampooing the living room carpet, and I told them, let's wait and we'll open it right after lunch. Well, after lunch, they wanted to go swimming, so my box didn't get open. But we'll get it open before
on Thursday.
New to Me Thursday, yeah.
Oh, that'll be perfect for New to Me Thursday.
Yeah.
It just won't be first thing in the morning.
I told Red, for my new subs, Red is my grandson who's 9. Taylor's my granddaughter that's 12. And they're with me a lot. I told Red, I was texting him after the box came, and I told him it says easy instruction, easy assembly. He texted me back and he said, yeah, Grandma, that's what your swing said. Casey hates it when these get squished down.
I have to tell her that was Toby talking.
Yeah.
Telling me something.
I'm going to show you what we had for lunch today. Pinto beans and cornbread. Oh, goodness. That's Andy's foghorn butt. We had my favorite meal, which is a bowl of pinto beans with Mrs. Renfro's chow chow on top. Plus I had cornbread, and then I had tortilla chips and some guacamole. For dessert, we had chocolate pie. My granddaughter, Taylor, made the chocolate pie for me. I was reading her the directions. and it turned out really good. This was her first pie to ever make, and that's what it looked like. Okay, we got the dogs calmed down. Today for lunch, my older daughter, Becky, came for lunch, and I had the kids, and then Casey was here, and the kids and Casey had taquitos, and I had pinto beans, and Becky had pinto beans. I love pinto beans. That's one of my very favorite meals. And so I'm going to show you my bowl of beans, and I love to put chow chow in my beans. I have a brand new jar of Mrs. Renfro's chow chow. That's like, woo, that's like Christmas. We can only get it at one store here. It's made in Fort Worth. It's a Texas product, but there's only one store we can get it here. Anyway, you know, I baked those pie crusts the other day, and I have been waiting for Casey to be here long enough to help me because I just tend to mess up everything in my golden years. So I always wait for somebody to be with me if it's something that I don't want to be messed up. And I hadn't got my chocolate pies made. But today, my granddaughter Taylor was here, and so she made them for me. I'm going to show you. I'm going to give you the recipe. You have to have a baked crust. And then the recipe is 1/2 cup of cocoa, 1/4 cup of cornstarch, or 1/2 cup of flour, one or the other, 3 egg yolks, 1½ cup sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 2 cups of milk, a teaspoon of vanilla, and 1 tablespoon of butter. You mix those first three, the cocoa, egg yolks, and whichever you choose, cornstarch or flour. You mix that up, then add the egg yolks and the salt and the sugar. Taylor did it in my big red Dutch oven, and she just whisked it together to get that all mixed up, and then added the milk gradually while stirring it over a medium heat. Cook until thick, whisking it until it is smooth. Do not stop stirring. Do not leave the pot until it is nice and thick. It takes 10 minutes or so. We set the timer for 10 minutes, and right at 10 minutes, man, it was thick. Remove from heat, add vanilla and butter, stir, and then pour it into your pie shell. Put it in the fridge to chill. And if you want to make meringue to put on top, that's when you make the meringue and put it on there. Our meringue turned out really, really nice. So I'm going to show you those pictures. And I don't know what else I have for you today. Tomorrow, if Casey's here long enough to sit down with me, we're going to do this. I ordered these. Dr. Scholl's Dry Cracked Skin Ultra Hydrating Foot Mask. It comes with a little booty, and you leave it on there 60 to 90 minutes. It also came in an ultra exfoliating foot mask. So, you know, there's two, one for each foot in each package. So Casey and I are going to have these. We're going to have one kind on one foot, one on the other foot, both of us, and see which one we think works the best. I've never had one of these, so we'll do that tomorrow. And then it'll be New to Me Thursday. I never realized how many things I buy. I don't think I bought things every week before New to Me Thursday, but I'm buying something for my crock pot for the following New to Me Thursday. So I've got that lined up too. So y'all stay tuned. All right, I don't know anything else for today. I will. Oh, we already filmed this once, and then my camera said no storage. Carol from Glorious Life with Wheels told me I need a bigger, what kind of card was it, Casey?
SD card.
SD card? Told me I need a bigger one. I don't have one at all in this phone. Yes, I don't have one at all. I found this when I was looking at something under settings, and that's where I found it. So I'm going to have to buy an SD card. No wonder I never have any storage. You know, I'm technically challenged. Well, anyway, we started filming this before, and then it cut out on us. One of my subs, Chris, I believe, told me she just couldn't live anywhere where it's hot as it is here in Amarillo. Like I said, today was 105. Probably still 104, and it's 6 o'clock at night. Last time I checked, it was 104. I don't know any different. I've always lived in New Mexico or Texas. And the places I've lived, the temperatures are basically the same. So I just don't know any different.
But I was telling her that I can tell a difference because I've been outside. She hasn't left the house. You can tell a difference when you walk outside.
Yeah, in my apartment, it's not 105, it's 70. That's Andy Beagle doing his bark.
He's telling me it's dinner time. It's not yet, but he's telling me that he's hungry. He wants to eat dinner.
He has a specific bark when it's time to eat. That's it. He's saying, feed me.
That's also his, it's time to go home and go to bed bark if I'm over here.
I want to get those. Have you ever seen those buttons that dogs and cats can do?
Go quiet here.
When they get cheap enough, I'm going to buy those buttons. I watch Bunny. The channel name is What About Bunny? Bunny is she's half standard poodle, half sheepdog. And she has a lot of buttons and she talks to her mama. And then there's a cat named Billy that is even more talkative than that dog. I love Billy. Bunny has a brother that's a standard poodle named Otter. And Otter has learned to use the buttons too, but Otter's not as good as Bunny. But anyway, I just love them. They say the funniest things. It is not coincidence. They could not possibly. Bunny has like, I'm going to say 50 of these buttons. And it can't be a coincidence when she says the things she says. Anyway, I'm going to get those buttons. Casey says Andy needs one that says go home because he's here a lot and he wants to go to his home. Treat. Andy would say treat, treat, treat. Toby needs one that says ball. He'd say ball, 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 play ball. Anyway, if you don't watch those channels, I'm going to put their channel names up here. They are so funny to hear what all they come up with. Okay, I think that's it for today. I'll talk to you tomorrow. See you in the morning. Bye.